Welcome, scoundrels and nobles alike, to today's vocal adventure into the lurking shadows within the streets and back alleys of Duskfall, a dark and crime-filled city of the post-apocalyptic world. Now dim your lights and prepare for the blind hours as our score of the night begins and our crew begins to climb the ranks and survive with me, your storyteller and lantern holder, as we go down to the docks of Duskfall, where ship crews and Leviathan hunters mingle in the midday light as the streets bustle with crowds of people traveling from sec to sec within the city as quickly as they can. The cold wind whips through the crowds, whispering of a winter storm coming soon. Lights up on a bar sitting snugly, two stories, clearly one for storage and other things. Warm candlelight pouring out from the bottom story windows as the patrons cheer loudly inside, and a cacophonous din can be heard every time the door opens. The first of you, who'd like to approach first? How do you approach the building? Back alleys, Main Street? Which
Uh,
one?
Main Street,
All right.
hands in pocket, just keeping his head down.
You approach, note in hand, given the address of this bar, and as you look it over, you see something glint silver from the second story window, and by the time that you look up, the curtains have drawn and you see nothing else.
Hmm. And it's in the building I need to go.
hmm
I'll head inside the building.
All right. You enter the cramped bar, and as we begin to take in your surrounding, a man falls back in his chair in front of you. The rickety wooden chair snaps, and an older man behind the bar glares as he sets the glasses he was cleaning beneath the counter. He says, "You're paying for that this time." Clearly annoyed by the lack of care taken by his patrons, and the guy on the floor, getting up, says, "Yeah, yeah, Lutz, I'll pay, I'll pay." The man behind the bar seems to be the owner and barkeep of this establishment. Shorter man, graying blonde hair, and a scar barely visible underneath his collar that goes down his shoulder and underneath his shirt. The tables are almost completely full, as they are full of ship crews and Leviathan hunters who have just come back from a long and arduous journey. But the bar seems completely empty, save for a few people drinking alone. In the corner of the room, there's a small furnace glowing that gives off barely any more room than the candles set at each table. What would you like to do?
He'll make his way up to the bar and take a seat and just put up a finger and I'll take a milk.
Looks at you very confused before going down to the other end of the bar and getting you a milk. At this moment, someone else enters the bar. Who would like to enter next?
If you don't mind, can I enter? But I'd like to describe how I approach
Yeah, of
for
course.
reasons. Okay. Um. So Dusky will come upon the bar with a large, opaque uh, hood drawn over her head. Um, it looks lumpy and misproportionate for a normal person's head, and she's also got a veil drawn up over her mouth. It seems to essentially just border the large circular rimmed glasses, and she is holding her hands together in a very nervous fashion, just kind of wrapping her fingers against each other, looking left, looking right as she approaches the front door of the bar.
All right, Dusky. And as you enter the bar, you feel some eyes on you, though with your precautions, you definitely don't feel as stared at as you normally would.
Whew.
The bar is as loud as you would expect it to be. You're not very comfortable being here, but you were given a note in a very flowy handwriting, working on a plan I talked about a while ago. Come here, I'll meet you there.
Who gave me this note?
Just a messenger, though you have an idea of who could have sent a note like this.
Yeah, I guess, is there any seats near the back?
There's really only seats left, unless you want to go sit down at a table full of sailors. The only quiet or less likely to be talked to spot is at the bar.
Ew. She, just like, you can see, if anyone's looking at her, they can see her tense up as she sees the bar is the only, like, open and moderately quiet spot. She just lets out a puff of air and a long sigh and puts her head down and slowly walks over to the bar. Pulls
Oh.
up a chair.
All right. A moment after you sit down at the bar, the door leading upstairs to the second story opens, and Litz nods to the woman who steps out. A tall woman, thin framed with wire rimmed glasses and long silver hair she's gently pushed behind her ears, steps out. Her long fingers adorned with 2 rings on each hand, one on her pointer finger and one on her ring finger of each hand, as she fixes a red scarf around her neck and she scans the room, glancing at you for a moment before moving towards the bar and sitting down. She seems to be waiting for someone or waiting for something to happen. Wesley, would you like to enter?
I would indeed.
How do you enter the bar?
Um, very. I just walk up and open the door.
You see a very average man with a weird eye open the door.
Yeah, I just go to the first empty seat that I see. I assume that that is at the bar.
Yeah, it's next to the woman with the silver hair.
All right, I go over, plop down.
You, Wesley, were given a similar note. Your note specifically said, have a mission that might involve blowing something up. Come here.
Uh, that's my cup of tea. I'm just gonna call bartender over and say, "Hey, can I have a drink?"
As you do this, you might have noticed that Dusky had raised her hand to call, but quickly shrinks back down when you speak.
When when the bartender gets over to me, I after I get my drink, I say, "And I think that one wants something too."
Looks over
Hides her face and just looks down.
and goes over and is like, need something, miss?
Snake Eye immediately stops paying attention.
Did, do you have coffee?
Sure do. 1 second. He goes and gets you a coffee.
She just wraps her hands around the coffee and tries to ignore everything else.
As you sip your coffee, the upstairs door opens once again, and a shorter girl steps out this time. Black hair, white stripes running through it, and she does not have pupils, she does not have irises. Her eyes are just, I'd like to say they're purple. Let me pull up the image that I have of this girl.
Oh.
This
Ooh.
is, you would immediately recognize her, Dusky. This is Ve Vescari. The Vescari family was once a noble family, though all but one of them has seemed to die mysteriously and by horrible circumstances. But Vey has definitely become a well-known name, especially as of late, as she not only has been seen with a strange group of people, but also has been known to dabble in the occult, some would say too far. She sits next to the silver-haired woman and gestures over towards the side of the bar that you and Reaper are on
Hmm.
for a moment, and the tall woman nods.
Do I have any inkling as to who this tall person is?
No.
Alright, because I'm pretty sure I know exactly what Dusky is gonna do, and it's nothing.
Does the silver hair match the glint that he saw from that second story window?
The silver hair does not, but the glasses would.
Kind of look over at these new people and sip his milk, giving himself like, that little milk mustache in his stubble. Because if you've got stubble, it always happens. But if you try to drink milk, it is absolutely horrid.
Snake Eye just looks over and goes, "The milk mustache."
You'll quickly wipe it away and just be like, you shouldn't. Uh, Never mind. Any of you know Who might be sending this letter? It's not just prank, is it? And he'll just like kind of pull out from his cloak the letter he was given and just be like, hold it up, be like, anyone know? Anyone know?
I pull out mine and go, no clue.
Oh,
You will notice that each of your notes and letters have different handwriting.
Dusky will cough politely and get up and walk over towards the lady that she recognizes.
Towards Vey? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Vey smiles at you. She stands and her dress moves in such a way that you know that she's wearing like 7 petticoats because she feels cute. And she won't say anything. She will grab your hand and lead you up the stairs though. Will you follow?
Mm, oh boy. Let's see here. As she's going up the stairs, that makes the most sense. So being dragged along, she's just like, uh, um, um, what is this about?
Oh, well, we can't talk about it here, but we can go upstairs and we can talk about it there. And we've also got some other people coming who are hopefully going to help with this thing. And well, Una's not here, but
Faye,
yeah,
I left my coffee downstairs. Can I go get it?
yeah, of course.
She like imagine stops after hurriedly running upstairs and slowly slinks back down to the bar to grab her drink.
Adorable.
Yeah, and then she'll head back up.
Reaper, how intently are you watching the bar
Pretty
or the room? Sorry.
Pretty intently.
All right, you would see this. From the back of the room, a woman that you didn't notice immediately stands up and starts moving towards the door. She makes direct eye contact with you and kind of nods up towards the stairs.
Mm. He'll nod and finish his little mug of milk and head towards the stairs.
When you get to the stairs, you would think that you would see the lady going up the stairs, but she's not there. She seems to have vanished.
You said that you were here two strange average men.
Gotta look over and go like, oh well, I got one of these.
I think that I think that friend that sent those up this way.
All right. Gets up, finishes my drink, puts it down, and walks behind Reaper.
As you get up, you see the tall, silver-haired woman place down some money, slide it over to Litz, and then walk up the stairs behind you.
Hmm.
The stairs creak as you walk up, and Dusky, you would arrive there first. Vey leads you into what you would think would be like a room where people would sleep, but once you enter, you are immediately met with a very not well kept, but disorganized, organized mess.
Organized chaos.
There is a large table in the center that has primarily a large map of the entire city.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
I see.
Among other things, there are pins and actually a knife somewhere in the map marking things, strings, papers, bottles of things, empty bottles, but they don't feel empty when you like look at them. Like there's something there.
With the bottles, is there any way I could possibly just observe to see if it is something supernatural?
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Um, maybe just to gently poke at the ghost world. Like I don't really know how it works, but let's just say I'll gently poke my presence in that direction and see if I feel like a bump.
Easy enough. That would be an attune roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely feel something. It doesn't really want to bother with you,
Mm.
but you can feel it.
Hmm. She'll keep that to herself and kind of just pull at the veil over her mouth, nervously looking around the room.
You see another woman standing if you're standing in the doorway, diagonal left to the back corner, there's a table covered in gadgets and tools and gizmos and chemicals. A woman with large, curly, dark auburn hair. She looks like she would be a sailor, but she's looking over plans intently and doesn't really look up as you enter. And then behind you, actually through a wall, appears another woman. Hood up, a very fine cloak she's wearing, goggles around her neck, dark black hair. She looks if you would have to really study her face for her to really remember her. She seems very average, but there's something off about her that makes you not want to stand next to her.
And she just walked through the wall.
Yes, she just walked through the wall and appeared.
I see. So she's certainly not nervous about that being known about her. The sailor woman in the back, yes?
Yes.
And then Vey is there.
Yes.
And I am assuming the other woman that went down with Vey and sat at the bar is not here currently?
Not yet.
Not yet. And then there was another person who vanished up the stairs. Am I correct in all of these things?
You can assume that the one that walked through the wall and the one that vanished up the stairs are the same person.
Okay, that helps.
That seems excessive.
It does, but judging by this person's entrance, I assume they're an excessive person. Oh.
Maybe a little.
Anywho. Yeah, hell, I don't know what she's gonna do.
Stare in the doorway with awe.
Kinda, just looking at all the stuff, like, wow, it must have taken a long time to gather all of these things.
It kind of just like pulls you out of the doorway and is just like, not really. We kind of got kicked out. Not really kicked out. We kind of left our cult. So we had a bunch of stuff, but then we moved here, and she points to the pirate woman in the back. That's Roxy. Um,
Hmm.
she's really nice. She's kind of our machinery expert. She's been building stuff for us, and she's really cool and really nice. That's Crescent. She points to the woman who walks through the wall. She's interesting. Crescent kind of looks at Faye and goes, "Thanks, Faye, for the really good introduction." She'll hold her hand out to Dusky. I'm Crescent. I'm kind of our scout because some of us like to blow stuff up, and some of us just don't know how to stealth because we wear steel-toed high heels all the time.
Dusky, in a very clearly not understanding social cues, is like, well, I didn't think you were that stealthy when you just walked through the wall.
I mean, I could have just not appeared and scared you out of the blue.
Hmm.
I don't want you to hit your head, though. You might fall.
I would not have liked that. She'll slowly grab the hand and shake very gently. I'm Dusky.
Nice to meet you. She looks past you to Vey. Are the other two coming? And Vey just kind of nods excitedly.
Oh, she'll rub her shoulder and just kind of step out of the way of the doorway.
Crescent will sit down and lean back in the chair with feet up on the table, just like waiting here. And by this point, Reaper and Snake Eye, you walk into the room.
Nice room.
Holds up a hand in like sort of greeting. And then puts it back down.
Dusky will avoid eye contact.
Crescent will. Reaper, you see that this is clearly the woman who, like, motioned for you to come upstairs.
You are very quick.
No, I can just walk through walls.
Oh, so you're a ghost.
If that's what you want to think.
Dusky will raise her hand. Actually, no. Ghosts are different.
I mean, I'm not trying to eat your face off, so yeah, I'm not a ghost.
Not all ghosts try to eat face.
Most of them do.
Hey, you just meet bad ones.
Dusky
Valentine
nods
walks
very,
behind you guys.
very knowingly.
All right, we have all of them. If Crescent, if you're going to keep harassing the hired help, then I suggest you pay them yourself. Crescent just like she'll like close her eyes, but like she's grinning like, God damn this woman.
Reaper raises his hand.
Yes.
What do you mean, high res?
What?
What is this high res you speak of?
It means hires.
No, no,
Oh.
no. She said if going to keep harassing.
Oh,
peop-
harassing.
What is this harassing?
Crescent's just messing with you. Don't think of
Oh,
anything of it, really. I'm glad you all got our messages. Valentine will look at Dusky and says, They talks very highly of you, or what little she knows about you. You'll be very helpful, I'm sure.
That would be a mistake. She wrings her hands together.
They speaks only the truth about people, for the most part. So it is not a mistake. You just do not think highly of yourself.
She'll try and hide her
You
face.
do, your reputations precede you. That's all I have to say. Now, if you would please sit down at the table, we can start discussing what's going to be happening.
Well, I'll walk over and sit down.
Valentine pushes Crescent back so she's not leaning, and Crescent just kind of jolts and like squints her eyes at Valentine, and Valentine just blows a kiss at Crescent.
Cat, I have a question.
Yes.
At this table, is there a spot that has no chair but is near a wall?
Yes.
Oh no.
My
Okay.
God.
Reaper will go to that spot and he will sit on the ground.
Oh,
I thought he was gonna do the
that's very
anime
peculiar
lean.
because Dusky will look at Reaper and just there's like an actual look of sadness as if she was going to do the same thing.
He kind of like looks at us and he's like, "Oh, sorry, was this your spot? I can move."
So she shakes her head quickly. No. I don't have a spot, or at least not a that.
You know, there's empty chairs. You can sit like not on the ground.
But she said take seat next to table. She did not say use chair.
Okay, Mr. Literal.
Oh. She realizes she's the only one laughing and just looks down.
Valentine will go over to Reaper, gently prod him with her boot, and be like, Yeah, there's no chair here because I have to talk here and stand here and be able to lean over the table.
Oh, I am sorry. This is your spot.
Just sit at a chair.
He will get up and go to an empty chair, sit in it.
Good.
I almost had him not.
I was about to say, if you sit in front of the chair.
I know.
I was
the chair, yeah.
I was preparing for if he started to sit like next to the chair. I was gonna say she means in the chair.
Wait, better. He will flip the chair around so he can have the back of the chair at the table.
Do you like
Oh,
that
that's
lean
fine.
arms on thing?
Mm-hmm.
Valentine is just like, okay, he's sitting in a chair. Thank the Lord.
Once everyone else has taken their seats, Dusky will come over and take the last chair.
Alright.
And then just kind of scoot it a little further away and sip at her coffee.
Now, Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do the accent anymore. I try to do the accent for like people that I like to try to impress, but I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Fuck that. So we brought you all here for a reason. You've all got like specialities that we want. Cause Vay over here has been working on a project for a very long time, and her father really would like her to finish this project. But we have some competition, which is the problem.
Competition is bad.
Yes, when you're trying to get the same artifact from the Lost District, it is very bad.
Dusky will politely raise her hand.
Yes.
What's the project?
They will perk up and go, it's kind of a secret, but it's kind of one of my long-term arcane goals in a way. I guess we need this artifact so that I can finish a ritual,
Hmm.
but we've got some mean ladies called the Dimmer Sisters. Everyone probably would have heard of the Dimmer Sisters. The Dimmer Sisters are, you don't know if they're actually sisters, but they were once nobles that became obsessed with the occult and kind of became reclusive, and nobody really hears from them. But they're still a threat when it comes to arcane goods.
Are they like middlemen sort of thing? Like travel of arcane goods gets like kind of vetted by them or something, or do they actually have the goods themselves?
They have the goods themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They, for lack of a better word, hoard all of the arcane goods they can. Valentine continues. The Dimmer sisters, well, we don't know if they have it yet, but they're looking for, and she'll pull up a sketch of it. It's a small golden box with lion's feet, and on the top there's a scene of mountain and a single building in the distance of the hills.
What's the building look like?
The best you could probably ascertain of it, it kind of looks like a church or a monastery of some kind.
Hmm.
Interesting.
It looks very, very old.
Does this give off vibes like it could be a mini arc type thing?
No.
No. Okay. The lion's feet just makes me think griffin bum, so I don't know.
The return.
The
This
end.
is what's at the bottom.
That box.
This is the artifact we're looking for, and it is said to be somewhere within the Lost District, somewhere between the lightning barrier and the coast.
Hmm.
Stares intently.
So wait, you want us to go past the barrier?
Yeah? Have you never been outside the barrier?
No.
All right, fair enough. It's probably really weird that we've been outside the barrier. But yes, this is outside the barrier, which does mean that the rate at which you will experience ghosts trying to kill you is higher and more likely
Mhm.
among other creatures. Though we definitely have some help out there. We have a Severosi tribe who definitely will help us get you out there.
The ghosts out there, from what I've heard, are not very nice.
Most ghosts aren't very nice. I've only met a couple that are nice.
Most are nice if you know what they like.
Yeah, they like to eat my life essence.
No, not always. Sometimes they'll eat other people's life essence.
I see why they really likes you.
Snake Eye gives a look of just what?
Are there any questions?
Reaper has his hand up.
Yes?
Why is called Lost District? If we know where district is, it's not lost.
We are unable to claim it and get it within the barrier.
Oh.
It's lost in the way that you lose a board game piece.
What is board game?
Okay, well.
Is like card game?
Sure. Have you played Go Fish?
No, but I have gone fish before.
Okay, well, it's impossible to talk to this person.
Holy fuck!
I love this.
I love it.
This is
So
good.
we have to go get thing from place and bring back here.
We have the location of the temple that it was kept at before the district was lost.
uh, uh, um, pardon me she wrings her heads together and then just shuts herself down before asking the question.
No, what do you want to ask?
Well, sometimes people are paid for these things. What is
Oh, we intend to give you 5 coin.
how much is that in?
1 coin is equal to a full purse of silver pieces, a week's wages.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay,
so
so
that's
it's
like 5 weeks' wages.
gotcha.
4 coin is the equivalent of a satchel full of silver, for a month's wages.
Okay,
Oh.
so that's a pretty good amount.
Yes.
So 1 day translating to a full month. Okay, that's pretty decent. Okay.
You'll have to split it amongst yourselves. There are 3 of you. But depending on how well you do, how fast you do this, and if you find anything else of interest that we could use or might be worthwhile, we would be willing to throw in another coin and make it 6, 2 for each of you.
Mm,
That's not bad.
well, it's okay. I'll take the 1.
You don't have to decide amongst yourselves how you're going to just divide up the coin now, but it is something to think about.
Dusky nods, having already determined that she'll take the 1.
Snake Eye looks over, determined to make sure everyone gets equal amounts. So that no one amount stands out more.
Reaper just shrugs and goes, can have knowledge instead of coin.
Knowledge is a dangerous thing to deal in. Valentine walks over and leans down towards Reaper.
Snake Eye mumbles, maybe he just wants to know how to not take things so literally.
Crescent, you can hear Crescent chuckle.
Dusky also giggles.
Reaper just gives a toothy smile and just ritual are fun and good way to assist thing. Knowledge is power.
So is money if you know how to deal with it.
Is fair.
What kind of knowledge are you looking for?
Knowledge how to speak with ghosts better. Understand.
Vay perks up. Valentine gains a very interesting smirk. You want to know? Okay. That might be something I can help with. And she'll hold out her hand to Reaper. Do you want to shake on it? You get us this artifact, make it worthwhile. I'll get you some information on ghosts.
He'll smile and take the hand and shake it.
But right before the contact of hands is made, I just kind of think to myself, that's a demon handshake.
Valentine's going to activate her ability called Ghost Contract.
Called it.
Dusky just shakes her head knowingly.
All right. When you shake on a deal, you and your partner, human or otherwise, both bear a mark of your oath. If either breaks the contract, they take level 3 harm, cursed.
Nice.
That sounds bad. I'll assume that's bad.
Level 3, okay. Level 1 and 2 harm are okay, yeah, you got cut up, you got kind of beat up.
Just need help.
Level 3 need help, yeah. Level 3 harm is you're fucked up. Level 4 harm is dead.
Someone say level
Dead.
3.
Level 3.
Oh my god. Does anyone have an underworld background?
I do.
You would actually know the name of this crew. They're called the Crimson Lilies. They're known for kind of starting a mild revolution in the docks at one point
A mild
Against-
revolution.
against the council.
Yeah, mild revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
We only revolved halfway.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Hmm.
I got what I wanted.
Yeah, I'm good.
If not, we can move to a downtime phase.
Sure. What's the
Boy.
downtime phase?
Downtime phase basically allows you to you get 2 downtime actions, which allow you to like build your character a little bit more. You can train in a certain category of stats. You can go reduce heat, though you don't have any heat right now.
Oh, I can change stats.
Yeah, you can train for EXP. Acquire asset, long-term project, recover, reduce heat, train, indulge face. Those are the big things that you can do.
What would you recommend?
If there's anything you want to like acquire before we go into the planning and score phase, you can also, if you have any contacts you want to go talk to, information you want to learn about people, like if you want to go learn about the Dimmer sisters.
I was about to say, actually, would there be any
Yeah.
people here that I could drum up information about the Dimmer sisters with?
in the room.
Particularly any books that I could read on it, because
Any
that would be
books
easier
with
for
it?
me.
Well, I was going to say if you want firsthand experience, literally everyone in this crew has firsthand experience. We stole their pots and pans and their silverware.
Wow! See, you're just dicks!
I'm gonna be asking around, so if you wanna like say that you tell that story.
Oh yeah, here. But essentially, what Crescent would tell you is, yeah, we were trying to exorcise this like demon from our ex-cult's leader, and we needed like a bunch of metal for that, specifically a bunch of like silver and iron. So we went and raided the Dimmer sisters, who had a bunch of real silverware and a bunch of real iron pots, and we also stole their chandelier.
That seems a
That's
little
not very
excessive.
nice.
Well, they're not very nice to us.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Are these Dimmer sisters? Are they past the lightning wall?
No, they have 3 mansions within the wall. But we only know of 2 sisters. They have a house in Charter Hall. They have one in Brightstone, and they have one in in Crowsfoot. Sorry.
Then, pardon me for asking, but why are we going past the wall?
Because that's where the artifact that we need is.
And
We just know
it's-
the Dimmer sisters also want it.
Oh.
If these Dammer sisters are also wanting this artifact, I think a smart idea to do is to acquire an asset, a cohort possibly, that will stop anyone from the Dimmer sisters that might have the artifact if we don't get it before they do on the way back to town.
Okay. What kind of people would you like try to find?
Hmm.
Because if you're trying to stop them while they're coming back with the artifact,
Mm-hmm.
if I
As
may
a
suggest, you could definitely try to pay off some bluecoats to stop them.
That seems like a good idea.
yeah,
Yeah.
just in case they get it before
Just
we
in
do.
case we fuck up, yeah. Catch them, or even if they don't catch them, at least know where they went.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is something I would like to do then. Yeah, blue coats. You said.
Yeah. How exactly do you convince them?
I want to study some of these people, and I want to use that information against them as a sort of, you do this for me, this information goes away.
Oh, so you want to blackmail them?
So we're going the blackmail route. Okay.
Oh boy.
Give me a
Woohoo!
study roll.
All right.
Risky, great effect.
Are you fucking serious again?
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
I'm gonna offer you a devil's bargain.
What is Devil's Bargain?
I give you something good, but something might happen later that kind of fucks you.
I would
Actions
say
have
don't.
consequences.
Please don't. Just accept that we don't get the guards and don't.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
I'll say that you have found some information on the guards, but also this information will tie back to you in some. This information ties back to you and definitely can be used against you if it gets out.
So it would be a bad idea to use it.
Better safe than sorry is my opinion, Richard. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, we're in a post-apocalyptic world.
So you don't want to take the devil's bargain?
Not this time.
All right. Then the guards specifically that you try to persuade at the lightning barrier are just not like he's just like yeah, and what do you expect me to do about it? You want me to help you? Please, everyone already knows this information.
He will come back to the other two like, well, I tried to get blue people help stop sisters if they got the thing. Not work.
Hmm.
Harder to do with people.
I think I figured out what Dusky's gonna do then. If the lightning barrier is not that far away, yeah, like the expedition direction,
Yeah.
and it's reasonable to go there and then come back, yes?
Yeah.
Can I go there and start prepping the ethereal energies so that our journey would be safer?
You want to try to
I want to try and calm the spirits in
influence
like a
the ghosts.
specific, essentially like from point A to point B, just kind of make the ghosts around that area either
Chill.
push the nasty ones away or calm them down a little.
All right. That sounds like an attune roll.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say position risky, effect great again.
Okay, what does that mean, by the way?
Position is just like, what's the situation like? Is it like kind of risky? Is like kind of stressful? Kind of like this could backfire. While controlled is like you have a grip on the situation, and while desperate is like, oh fuck, we're gonna die kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's a desperate feeling. And then an effect is how well it will if you get a success, how well it will go. Okay. Okay, so
Oh.
that's a partial success. You've always been good at feeling into the ghost field. It feels kind of like a loosely knitted veil that you can like pull and weave together in different ways. And you can feel there are a lot of spirits who are like, yeah, okay, I'll go this way now. But there are some that are hungry and
She'll just kind of try and politely talk to them. I know that there's hunger amongst you, but if you could find it in your heart to allow my friends and I safe passage, I would be in your debt.
you feel despite the ghosts being one behind the barrier and two so far away, you have reached yourself into the ghost veil and you feel something snap at you and try to grab your life essence.
Mm. She'll reflexively pull away from that,
You
shake
feel
her
like you're
head,
not getting through to them.
just sweats like, I knew the things out there are much worse, but normally that works. And she'll somberly walk back and share the news with the rest that, yeah, there's some nasty stuff on our path.
Well, you guys did something. I'm gonna do what I do best: make explosives.
All right. Give me a
Blow
tinker
up some
roll.
ghosts.
Tinker roll.
That's a crit.
Ooh,
Hey.
nice.
What were you trying to make, first of all?
I feel like smoke bomb might be useful.
If you'd also like to work on some alchemical stuff, Jesus.
Yeah, I have a special formula.
Yeah.
I don't know
So if you'd
what
like to make
it
two
is,
things, you
but-
can definitely make a smoke bomb and something else. Drift oil
Mhm.
creates neutral buoyancy when poured on an object, causing it to float in the air for an hour.
That sounds like fun.
Mr. Mercury, you should take the thing that lets him float.
We have heart calm, which slows the heartbeat over several days, resulting in death. Status unreliable.
Oh my god, that's grand.
I'll be honest, floating sounds.
Floating drift oil? Okay.
Yep.
Mr. Mercury. So, from what I can tell, we should be aware of very not happy ghosts.
Okay. Sounds
I
fun.
tried to talk them down, but it didn't work.
Well, we know where artifact is. We know people that want artifact. I should go about right to just go straight there, take, or should we be quiet?
Being quiet, probably. That seems good.
Dusky nods.
Do we have map of place?
It's almost like a gray desert. There's a bunch of collapsed buildings. You can see where streets were once, but essentially they've been covered in what you think is sand?
Ectoplasmic residue.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Damn.
More like the ashes of bodies that have died there.
Even better.
Yikes. That's all I can say about that.
And the place where we're going, the Lost District. Is there anything we know about that place? Other than that's where we're going?
Filled with ghosts, it was once one of the more religious sects of the city.
Oh
That's
god,
ironic.
religious ghosts.
Valentine would easily produce a map of where you're going, and then 2 blueprints of the building.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
When you ask for like blueprints and such, Valentine actually like holds up a finger, walks there seems to be like a single connected room off to the side. Goes in there, talks to someone, comes back out with someone who she has black short hair, simple clothing, a dark blue cloak, and they seem to be talking in some sort of code. And the woman leaves, and then a short while later she comes back with several papers, including the map and the blueprints. And Valentine, in return, one smiles a very sweet smile for once from her very serious demeanor, and two hands over an envelope to the woman. I will tell you, if you'd like to, you can bring one of the crimson lilies with you.
I think Crescent makes the most sense personally.
Which one is Crescent?
She's
Scout.
the scout.
She's the
You know,
stealthy one.
the one that walks through walls, can be stealthy.
Oh, that's the one I was gonna suggest.
Oh,
She
great.
seems the
I just
most
didn't
useful.
I get to
remember her
play my
name.
angry lesbian some more.
She's great.
Definitely not Vey, possibly Valentin, but I don't think she's like as adept at this, probably. And Roxy
Depends
would
on
be
what.
funny, but
Roxy's fun.
not necessary. I think Crescent's the way to go.
Yeah, I agree.
So the 4 of you, including Crescent, leave through the lightning barrier to the southwest of the city, towards the Deathlands and the Lost District. And as you progress Everything feels too quiet. You're so used to Duskfall being full of people and things and life, and even when it's the blind hours where there's complete darkness, there are still energy. Right now, all you feel is emptiness, except for Dusky.
Hmm.
As you progress, you feel uneasy.
Hmm.
This feels too easy. There should be something coming for you.
Should just be lurking around nervously, trying to check all the corners, keeping your senses open in the case that something
I'd like
unseen is coming
you
towards
to
them.
make me an attune roll.
Okay. Wow. Not going well.
There's something here that wasn't here before. There's something strange, something wrong. You know what the forces you felt outside the gate before were, but these are slightly different. These spirits feel like they're harnessed in some way.
Hmm.
Mm.
And as you enter the Lost District, you see the crumpled buildings begin to line the way that you go, and as you walk, a partial dome of where you would think some sort of monastery would be, and footsteps that are not your own. Specifically, they're coming from ahead of you.
Hmm. Are they walking towards us or away from us?
Perpendicular.
Hmm. So it just happened to be crossing our path?
Possibly.
Hmm. She'll lightly elbow Snake Eye because she knows that Reaper has problems with understanding things, and she'll do two fingers off, basically doing a walking motion on her palm and point ahead.
That's easy to understand. I nod.
Yeah. Either engage or avoid this person.
I think avoidance is our best choice. Yeah.
I agree.
And are you going to convey this to Snake Eye? Not Snake Eye, Reaper.
Yes, somehow.
Yeah, your move, Wesley. I don't know.
Oh boy. Should I just hope that his culture knows what a shushing motion is like?
No. He'll misinterpret it. I think maybe if you crouch down low and pretend to be unseen and pull up like a hood, like I'll pull up my hood and my veil.
Yeah.
Oh, I've definitely kept the veil up actually, and the hood. Never mind, they're already up, so that doesn't work for me.
Works for me though.
You just like pull on his arm and
Oh, I have an idea. This is something that's pretty easy to understand. To put a hand over my mouth and then crouch down, put a hood over, and kind of motion a follow us. Slow. Let's hope that you
before
understand that.
he misinterprets it.
Yeah.
Richard,
Yeah.
how do you interpret this?
Hearing footsteps, Reaper had already tried to find somewhere to hide and just looks at the others, just like, are you guys not dating?
What? This all happened in the matter of like a millisecond. What? I'll just look up at whatever he's hiding behind, look back at Snake Eye, shrug, and go over to the hiding
Yeah,
spot.
shrug as well. All right.
Could everyone make me a prowl check?
Oh god.
Oh.
Please tell me that Reaper got into a barrel.
You're definitely behind a barrel.
Yes.
Dusky's doing pretty good. But fucking Snake Eye, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, bother. Maybe she can compensate for Mr. Average Guy over there.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
The successes do outweigh the failures.
Good.
So Crescent does, like, you're like halfway behind a wall. Crescent just grabs your collar and just like, don't fucking. She signals to like not do that.
I shrug and mouth. Sorry.
Dusky will turn off her lantern so that no light comes off of it.
Good idea. So the footsteps do pass about a block, like a street upwards, cross, and then they fade.
Okay, good. I was gonna say if they just stop, then that's bad. But
Mm-hmm.
Right, they just kept walking, so if they
Yeah.
somehow knew we were here.
was it a steady pace that
Uh-huh.
the footsteps came in? Okay.
Solid,
Cool.
heavy, rhythmic footsteps.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess someone that's well put together, larger, and had a purpose and wasn't just mindlessly rolling about.
Seems like it.
Okay. Um, should I taps the lantern?
We want to keep quiet and find people and be stealth. Probably keep light off.
She'll hook it back onto her belt buckle and nod.
Probably good idea. Send the sneaky one to scout.
Looks to Crescent.
Also looks to Crescent.
Crescent shrugs. And then you would see this. Crescent would throw her hood up, throw her goggles on, and then she would turn slightly see-through,
Huh.
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
she goes invisible.
Can I roll study by chance to see if I know what that means?
Yeah, sure.
Damn.
Something ghosty.
Something
Here.
ghosty. Okay.
She moves too quick. She's gonna go on ahead and yeah,
Oh
she's
my
fine.
word.
She gains extra dice when she's in the ghost veil.
That's a big stealth.
It's a big
That's
stealth. No crit.
terrifying.
No, sadly, no crit.
What is a crit, by the way?
2 sixes or more.
2 6s or more. Okay. That makes sense.
Uh,
And then a couple minutes later, you are sitting there, and yeah, Dusky, she would appear behind you and just go, boo.
Dusky would quite literally jump out of her skin, put a hand over her left mouth and her right mouth, like she has her hands on her cheeks, so it just looks really weird. And just look, like, creakily turn around and look at Crescent.
I didn't see anyone up there. Seems pretty vacant. I still don't know what those footsteps were.
possible ghost, maybe.
Just kind of
Ghosts don't
withers
make
and slides
footsteps.
down against the wall.
Ghosts don't make sounds unless they're screeching. They typically don't have feet.
Uh, um, um, I could check um the specters and see what they think.
All right. Do you? I mean,
And
yeah.
I think she's going to sit down there, pull out her books, and start attempting to attune to the ghost field. And I'm going to use my ability.
Compel.
I'm going to use it to find a ghost nearby. And I'm going to attempt to get the ghost to tell me what it saw.
Ah. Okay.
And then there's a thing with stress where I can add bonus die, yeah?
Yes, you can push yourself and take 2 stress for an extra die.
Why are you so bad?
Oof.
There is one major ghost nearby, and it's moving weirdly to you, but it's not close enough
Weirdly.
to compel. It is, yeah, it's moving.
I'm getting the feeling that someone here is controlling the ghosts in the area.
Hmm.
That makes sense. If it's the
I
Dimmer sisters, they'd probably either bring their own spirits that they have trapped in their
the,
house
the,
half the time.
there's a big one over there. She points in the direction, but
It's the direction that the footsteps went.
it's not right.
Hmm.
I don't know what to make of it.
Uh, hmm.
Uh, um um Another thought. It might be crazy, but I think those footsteps. I think they had something to, to do with the ghost.
Crescent furrows her brow.
That's just a I guess though.
No, it makes sense. Don't worry. I'm
Yeah.
just curious so where they got that sparkcraft.
Huh?
One of the sisters is a sparkcraft engineer,
Hmm.
but they're not that good.
Do I know what that is?
Sparkcraft is essentially the steampunky part of
Okay, so it's like
mechanics and
gotcha, magic
yeah.
mechanics.
magic mechanics.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Well, we know where we need to go. Is back door?
I think we should stay away from the footsteps.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a good idea.
I agree.
I don't like them.
I don't think there's a back door.
Mhm.
One entrance, or we could try to find a window.
Is there no kind of like looks at the blueprints again? Is no underground entrance thing?
No.
Mm,
Taps a grenade. I mean, I could make an entrance.
No. That's fine. That's fine. That's
Too loud. Good for exit strategy.
No, just hides her face under her cloak.
Snake Eye has a point.
I do.
It
I
could
mean, I
be.
do.
What I'm saying is, if there are guards at the front door, we may want to distract them.
hmm
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Uh huh.
Yep.
Would use for this track could also just lie.
Lie?
Yeah.
Uh, 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 um, if we're gonna go there, is 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 there some reason we would go there if we were just a nice visit? Would they believe that?
Considering that we're out here, I
But-
doubt it.
Maybe the window is the better choice.
All right, we're gonna try window then.
Yeah, you want to try a window?
Window time.
If there's no feasible reason for us to be out here, I think I agree with window.
Yeah.
It is the Lost District. Not really anyone comes out here to begin with.
What? Okay, do we know the purpose of this building to begin with? What is it?
It used to be an old monastery before this
Ah,
shit went down. It holds a few old artifacts, one of which the Dimmer sisters and Vey are after. It's just the artifact that's here, in theory.
right. Okay. Yeah, window.
You press onwards, avoiding the footsteps when you hear them, and you come upon a building with very large front steps, a double front doors that are just like it's a double door. And what there used to be clearly a glass dome over top of part of the building, but
Hmm.
part of that has been since shattered and only part of it remains.
That could work if you could climb.
I've got climbing gear if we want to climb.
That they could see us though.
Also fair.
Hmm. I could always distract with grenade.
Then they know someone's here.
Hmm.
If we
Fair
blow up
enough.
part of the if we start climbing, blow up part of the opposite wall, get in and get out, it could be in theory plausible, but we would probably have to
Uh,
stab someone.
I'm gonna check the ghost trail. Where's that weird spirit right now?
Currently over about one street and moving towards the street that you last saw it or heard it.
Okay, so it's a street down or so?
Yeah.
Ugh. The ghost is in the area, but not in the monastery. Um, I don't think we should attract it with bombs.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hey, Kat.
Mhm.
Can I have a flashback?
Sure. But actually,
Oh boy.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Reaper doesn't sleep in this city. Reaper sleeps in this building. He just didn't know this was the building they were talking about. It didn't really, click. So he's got a hole that he has in the back that he just fills back up with bricks to look like it's perfectly fine every time he comes back.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'll allow this to happen.
Are you fucking kidding
But-
me?
Instead of the normal 2 stress, you have to take 4.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Ooh.
that.
Oh my god, what?
Wow.
So he'll just walk around the side of the building, just think, oh, this way.
What are you doing?
And he'll just start pulling bricks out and setting them to the side.
Huh, yeah,
I walk over and look at that and say, "How the hell did you do that? Are you some kind of
What's this
an
wrong?
engineer?"
Oh, no. This is where I sleep.
you,
the
You-
bricks?
you sleep
No.
here?
Inside this building. You see, I did not know this was building you speak of. If you would have, told me better descriptor of, I could have told you, oh, yes, they have back entrance.
We had a map of it.
I pat him on the back and say, "Huh, nice."
What is Dusky looks beside herself.
Kristen just like squints and just shrugs.
I think she's gonna start to be a little more suspicious of Reaper just because he might be in cahoots with whoever owns this building.
Yeah, I don't like the noise in town. Spirits here are usually really nice.
Huh.
Climbing through the hole.
She'll look to Snake Eye. To be honest, sleeping out here seems impossible.
Yeah, I agree.
She's nuts.
I agree. Well, in the hole. Start climbing in the hole.
She'll follow. What the fuck?
Making use of that background.
Oh my lord, that's the dumbest thing.
Sorry.
No, it's great. I fucking love it.
Exceptionally dumb.
Yeah, very.
Uh,
You
You
did a
enter the hall.
JoJo thing in like a serious type setting.
It works then.
Okay, we're in.
Yeah, you're in. You enter a very mildly dusty, less dusty than you would think it would be. It's a room full of pews for worship, obviously, and there's an
Hmm.
altar towards the front.
Yeah, he points to the altar. Yeah, I sleep near that.
On the altar.
Oh no, that'd be disrespect. Sleep near, not on.
Good.
Okay.
Actually, I have a question, Kat.
Mhm.
Would a Titcherosi have any aversion towards religious symbolism at all?
No.
It doesn't affect me like that?
No.
No, good, okay. Cool. Did our map indicate where this device is? Do we
The
know where it
blueprints
is?
did not.
Just the building?
Just the building, what's in the building, how many rooms. Valentine did write down, look for secret compartments, check literally everything.
Yeah, I know where I want to check already.
Well, we
Mhm.
found the secret compartment.
Yeah. There's a bunch of pews. I think I'll go around to the pews.
I'm gonna go to the altar.
All right,
I
everyone
was
is
going to go to the
searching.
altar, so I guess I'll go to something else. I'll look under the cushions.
Nice.
Woo.
Ooh, not
Crescent.
nice. Crescent found
Crescent.
the Black Widow.
I'm gonna start with Snake Eye. You go through searching all the cushions and stuff, and you eventually get up to like there's a chair up by the altar, and you check
Mhm.
around that, and actually in the back of the wall there's a compartment that you can press in, and it'll open.
Huh, neat. What's inside it?
A couple of old books.
Okay.
They look fairly intact because of the nature of the compartment, but other
Okay.
than that,
I'm going to slide the books out. I'm also just in case there's some kind of like weight sensor thing, I'm going to put my hand behind it so if I feel like a button or something that should be unpushed by these books, I'll know.
there is no button.
Hey, good. Hey guys, I found books.
Tally,
Uh,
in the pews, again, you find like a hidden compartment in one of the sides of the pew.
oh, uh,
Seems to be like a scroll.
I got this piece of rolled up paper.
Neat.
And Reaper, you find a button,
Oh no.
but nothing happens.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'll unroll the scroll.
The scroll seems to be. Wait, no, you're a Taikarosi. It's written
Mhm.
in Taikarosi.
Oh,
How convenient.
interesting. Okay.
hmm It talks of some being's great divine plan.
This seems like there's some good cultish activities here.
What do the books say?
You can't read the books.
Oh, great. I can't read these either. I hand them over.
Are they in Taikarosi?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take a look at the books.
They seem to be some sort of scripture almost.
Hmm. Do I recognize this deity?
Mm-mm.
It's strange stuff. Why would they hide this?
Hmm.
It's
Backups.
just scriptures, but it's it's all in Taikarosi.
Oh, maybe you should try button then.
She just looks at him. Why would that work?
Person who
Right?
can person who can read Tycrossy might be able to make Tycrossy button work.
Ah, that's what you meant. I see.
I mean, it's not the worst logic I've ever heard, but
Sighs and walks over, glad that he didn't realize that she is one. Yeah, she'll try and press the button, sure.
All right. Is there anything else you do to the button?
To the button?
Mhm.
Well, I guess I'll look at it first, because that's the most basic thing. What does it look like?
It looks just like a part of the altar. Like if you're just feeling the altar, it's fairly smooth, but you feel like this small little ridge where the button is.
wait, what if you're
Oh, I'll
supposed to
push
pull?
the. I was gonna say I'll push the button and lift up the top of the altar.
Well, it feels like it would give, but there's something keeping it from moving.
So hear me out on this. What if you're supposed to take out the button?
Keep press button. See if other thing make move after hold button in.
She'll just give Reaper a flat look while pressing the button, like, I don't know what you mean, dude, but do it.
As she's holding in the button, Reaper's gonna try to see if there's any new like compartments, buttons, or something that become accessible while that one's held.
No.
It's just that the thing is being locked by a mechanism.
Hmm.
Okay, this is my question, Kat. This is on the side of the altar, yes?
This is on, yeah, the side of the altar.
Is there one on the opposite side of the altar?
No.
No. Where does it feel like this part is locking it down from?
Where the button is.
Where the button is.
Look at it. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna try and tinker it.
All right. You have to turn the button.
I knew it.
You said pull the button out. Shut
I
the fuck
said
up.
I said pull it, but I was also thinking turn. I was thinking, okay, maybe either I have to pull it out or twist it out like a screw. Okay, I turn the button.
You hear some stone grinding on stone, and then
Mm.
it feels like it releases.
Well, that was simple.
Would you like to
job.
open the altar?
Good job, team.
Why do you have to turn the button?
Because everyone knows that when you see a button, you're supposed to push it. So, what better way to keep it secret than make it not that you have to push it?
Hmm. She furrows her brow and seems to think on this matter for a little bit.
It's like how if you don't want someone to look in one area, you tell them don't look in different area. Classic misdirection.
Open the top of the altar, and you're met with a ladder going down.
Oh boy.
We have a ladder inside an altar. I'm struggling to imagine how this looks, but let's be
Makes
silly.
perfect sense to me.
Okay.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it looks scary.
Dusky will take out her lantern and link it back to life and just kind of hold it over the hole into the altar.
You hear something scurry at the bottom of the ladder.
How deep does it look?
30 feet.
Okay.
There could be things down there.
There are things everywhere.
Bad things.
You suddenly, outside, begin to hear the heavy footsteps again.
In hole.
Well, we're going in the hole, I guess. Who wants to go first?
Before we go down, can I attempt to attune to the spectral forces and see
Sure.
if the boots are indeed the ghost?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and make an attune check.
Pretty good.
You're pretty sure.
Pretty sure that that's the specter?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still something bugging you about it, though. It's weird.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. Okay. Let it down then.
Alright, who wants to go first?
No.
Fine, I'll go first. I go down the hole.
All right, you start climbing down the ladder.
Yep.
Dusky will go last.
Well, if Reaper doesn't go, Crescent will go. And you hear her mutter, "God damn it, stupid fucking cult shit."
Dusky will close the altar behind her.
Not just the altar close, but you hear the creak of a door as you close the altar.
And she'll keep the lantern above so that it's slightly lit up as they walk down or they climb down the ladder.
Does the sound of the door opening come before or after it closes?
The altar?
Yeah.
During.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's not good.
What does electroplasm do?
Electroplasm is used to combat ghosts
Okay.
or affect ghosts. It's the only real way to attack ghosts without like being a whisper.
Then my plan is as such. I would like to take out one of those vials and spread it over the top rung of the ladder.
Oh.
So that anything that comes down will either make a sound if it's ghost related, or if I'm lucky, just slip on it and fall down the ladder.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
All right, you reach the bottom of the ladder into a very dark, very cramped, very tight, very small hallway.
Mm,
How tall are all your characters?
like 4'3".
Okay.
Small.
Dusky's fine.
5'9", something like that.
Okay, you have to hunch a little bit.
6'7". Because tall.
Why the fuck did I think 6'7" and you said it? I was like,
Yeah,
he's gonna say 6'7". Why is he gonna say 6'7"? I don't know. But then you said it.
Yep.
Yeah, you're having a rough time if you're 6'7".
Richard
You have a
plays
rough time
tall
even in
boys.
Dustfall.
Reaper is unnerving.
Reaper is unnerving. You think he might be a Tekarosi, but no, he's just tall.
How tall is the hallway, I guess?
Crescent, who's 5'6", kind of has to. She has to like shrink a little bit so that she doesn't hit her head on the ceiling.
Oh, Reaper.
I have to hunchback.
I feel like
Yeah.
Reaper has to crawl.
Pretty much.
Well, good thing
Dusky's
Reaper
just
didn't
like
go first.
happily walking along. No problem at all.
Dusky's having a good time.
She's actually very anxious and nervous, but you know what? For this one moment, she's having a good time.
The hallway seems very old and like hand carved.
That is very nerve-wracking. Okay, I'm gonna check for mechanisms. Just general purpose runes, maybe even just something is so off about this hallway.
All right, study if you want to analyze the hallway.
I do, and I'm gonna spend a stress
All right,
because this is important. I'm positive. Risky, yes.
Yeah.
risky. There's something you can't quite place. You feel along the wall, and there's like a singular line.
Magic?
Just a line carved into the wall.
Oh, um, what like level on the wall is it? How high?
Shoulder height for you?
Yeah. She's gonna tell everyone. Not sure if this is a correct assumption. However, this line in the wall is concerning. Maybe we all want to be underneath the line.
Reaper's already
looks at
climbing.
line, sees line. Oh fuck, good idea. Gets on all fours.
I'm getting very bad Sawblade vibes. Or something worse.
Crescent will follow your lead.
Okay, and as she's doing this, she will continue to investigate further. Is there a gap, or is it just simply a line sketched into the wall?
It's just simply a line sketched into the wall.
Okay. She'll still have everyone duck under it just in case.
Is there something on the opposite wall?
No.
I love how Reaper already had to crawl for this, and he's just like,
Yeah.
oh,
I will note we did hear scurrying, which does unnerve me also. I'm not sure what that might mean.
I assumed a rat of some sort, but
That's the assumption, but you never know for sure.
yeah.
Well, I know.
Thanks, Kat.
hey cat, I would like to pull on my fine spirit mask just to
Okay,
see if there's like
you
any
put that on.
yeah.
Everyone except, well, no, Crescent and Dusky are not really phased by this, but
It looks like a skeletal ghost mask.
What's
Snake
a
Eye, you're
skeleton?
thoroughly on it.
Skeletal ghost horse mask. I did that. I forgot to say horse.
Snake
Yeah,
Eye
that
looks
was-
behind him. The fuck? Why are you wearing a mask? You know what? Whatever. Keeps going.
Is spirit mask. I see spirit energy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I love Mr. I don't believe in ghosts.
Literally watches someone ghost through a wall. Nah, they're not real.
No, they
That's
didn't
not-
ghost. They just used like time manipulation, obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah. Not ghosts.
How fucking long is this corridor, by the way?
I feel like you've been walking for a really fucking long time before anything
Well,
happens.
I'm gonna
Well,
look
we have-
behind us.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Give me a fortune roll. You don't see anything, but the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. And you hear the skittering again.
Everyone,
What direction is the skittering coming from?
Towards you.
think we're alone down here.
He's okay, because I see no spirit energy.
Who's to say it's a spirit?
Does it
Oh.
look like we're coming close to the end of the hallway?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I start crawling faster.
Dusky's just gonna keep her eyes on the back as she's gonna back up and to trust the people behind her to watch ahead.
All right.
Eerie just keeps going forward behind the other two.
Snake Eye.
Hi, that me.
You run into a spider web.
Oh no!
You're very unnerved by
Oh,
this spider web is way too big for any normal spider to have created.
Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my god. Okay. Bleh.
Reaper just points at his mask again. See, mask up with it.
It's not a ghost then.
You eventually come upon a wooden door.
Is there a hole to look through?
Mm-mm.
What kind of knob is it?
Just a metal doorknob.
Okay. Are the hinges on this side?
No.
Okay.
Wait, can't Crescent just like peek her face through the wall and take a
I
little look?
she could.
That probably would be good, yeah?
Do you want me to look through the door?
Yeah, if you can figure it out, that'd be nice. Know what we're going into.
She'll turn incorporeal and walk through you guys and stick her face into the door.
Okay.
Also, a small, average, strange man. It probably not open or, if possible, trap.
Yeah.
Crescent will walk through the door.
Oh, she just walked through it. She didn't
Mhm.
stick her face into it.
She
Okay.
did. She stuck her face through it, and then she walked through.
Uh,
Does that mean it's safe?
Is most like safe possible.
mm,
I'm gonna wait a little.
I'm gonna use. Can I use survey by chance?
Sure.
Did,
To do what?
did her body language change when she walked through the door?
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
As in, like, was compelled to walk through the door for some reason?
Oof.
You can't tell. You can't really see all of her body half the time when she's.
That's very fair.
Whenever she went incorporeal, did she start giving off a weird supernatural essence, energy, or such?
She's always been giving off a weird supernatural essence. Nothing changed though.
Nothing changed with her energies?
No.
Okay.
Probably safe then.
Yeah, it's
You
possible.
hear a couple clicks, and then the door opens.
Probably trap that she just disarm.
No, it was just locked.
Oh.
Oh. Alright.
That's what I'm
You
thinking.
wouldn't be able to get through because she holds up a padlock. This.
Well, good thing we brought you. I go through the door.
You enter into a small, almost laboratory. Wooden tables on either side of the room, and a long metal table in the center of the room.
Mm,
You see tools hung up on the far wall, along with weird wires hanging from one part of the ceiling.
mm. As Dusky enters, she'll close the door behind her and lock it again.
All right. You hear nothing, and then a moment later, there's scratching at the bottom of the door.
At the bottom of it?
Uh-huh.
Like
On the other
something
side.
trying to squeeze its way under?
It sounds kind of like a cat pawing at a door.
Uh,
Oh.
she'll slightly just tap on the bottom of the door with her foot.
The thing taps back.
Does it tap back in the same rhythm?
Seems like it's
Yes.
guys.
Do something more complex.
Ooh.
Sure, she'll do.
It tries and fails.
Oh,
So it's like an attempt.
Mm-hmm.
how did I don't want to open the door.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get back out somewhere. Probably.
She'll just put up her spectral senses once more. This isn't a ghost on the other side of the door, is it?
No.
Oh, good. Cool.
The spider cat, like I'm saying.
Very well could be a spider cat. So you said weird wires on the ceiling, yeah?
Weird wires.
What do you mean by weird? Why are they weird?
You know you're underground, and you know you're like 30. Well, you think you're at least like 30 feet underground. So how they got the wires down here is confusing.
Is that odd?
They would have had to gone through solid stone for the most part.
Assuming that the wires are coming from the upper floor to
Mhm.
this ceiling.
Yeah, are they? Or are they connecting like two things down here?
They go into the ceiling. You don't know where they connect.
Okay, there's wooden tables. Anything on them?
Papers. Looks like a blueprint of some kind.
In Daikarosi again?
No.
Hmm.
In what the equivalent of common. I think it's Acarosian. They talk about, it's very confusing. They say something about a dagger, and then say something about the weather, and then they go back to the dagger and how the dagger like affects people.
Anything more specific than that?
Feels like everything's very disjointed.
Like even the people writing it didn't know what they were talking about?
Yeah.
Do they seem like research notes or do they seem like construction notes?
Research notes.
And then the blueprint. What's the blueprint of?
It's of a dagger and a box.
Is it the box we're looking for?
It is the box you're looking for, but you don't recognize the dagger.
Why are we even trying to find a box?
Is what we were hired to do.
Yeah, but why?
To finish a ritual?
Okay.
That they won't say anything about?
Is idea look at not possible ritual dagger or some special?
The box has a church on it. Cat, would the church on the box happen to represent this church?
Maybe it seems similar, but you're not sure.
Okay. Reading these notes and looking at like these blueprints and all that stuff, could he try to get a sense of what this dagger might do or cause?
It seemed to be a dagger that causes things to transform,
Into spiders?
not into spiders.
Do the notes happen to have anything along the lines of merging two objects, like a chimera?
No.
No, okay.
It doesn't have anything about removing souls or anything like that, does it?
No.
Maybe it's like you put something in the box and then you stab something with the dagger, and then whatever's in the box gets merged with whatever you stab.
Maybe, or maybe the box is just to hold the dagger's power in?
That's what I thought.
Does it say there's a passive effect of the dagger? Like, does the dagger do something without anyone interacting with it?
It seems to be it when out of the box it calls to people and it specifically seems to call for blood.
Sentient dagger. Okay, I got it.
Is possible dagger might have spirit inside.
Maybe. Then the box is
Containment?
anti-spirit substance. That's what the wires are for. Is the electricity to contain the spirit.
Is possible. It then if Box not in this room, where is Box?
Is there another door in this room, or is this a dead end?
Not that you can see.
Not that we can see. Okay. Well, I'll take that as it is. Yeah, let's search the room. And I'm gonna go specifically towards that metal table in the center.
Reaper's gonna start checking the wall.
About time,
That's-
Dusky.
Snake Eye.
Hey, this table's made of
Hey,
metal.
Yeah, you find that the metal specifically is like really polished for
Hey guys,
you know how
this
long
table's a
it's been here.
very polished tungsten.
You know, it's very polished despite the giant blood stain in the center of it.
I'm looking at like the one part that isn't stained, and I'm like, "Hey, this table's really nice."
Dusky
Looks
is
up-
gonna elbow Snake Eye and just point at the bloodstain.
What? What? Oh, didn't see that. It was on my bad side. Points to my glass eye.
I love
Fair
it.
point. Fair point.
She'll like kind of partially gag and cover up her left mouth and then just say, "That's kind of gross," with her right mouth.
Dusky, you're looking over the table.
Mhm.
There's nothing, not really anything of note, but you would think a table like this would be on wheels, but it's like securely fastened to the ground.
Hmm. I see. Are there belts on the sides by chance?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No.
Reaper, where are
Yeah.
you looking in the room?
He was checking the walls and such.
Yeah, you eventually like there's a place where all the tools are hung up. You eventually like you're messing around with them and you pull one and if this was the bookcase, the door would swing open, but
So you just Monsters Inc. it.
yeah.
I found thing.
I found thing.
I look over. Oh, that's way more interesting than a table. I'm gonna walk over to the secret door.
It looks like there's another corridor leading upwards.
Is it about the same size?
A little taller.
Oh, well, that's good.
Is there also another indentation on the wall where possible saw blade?
No.
Is there one on the ceiling?
Yes.
Aha!
Can someone make that not a thing?
What?
Points where him and Snake Eye are looking.
What do you mean, not a thing?
Uh,
It's easy. We just gotta stand to one side of the wall.
I can't do anything about it. And Dusky is going to listen real close. Is there still scratching at the door that we came from?
Yes.
She's going to try and zone out and drone out that scratching and listen up the stairs.
You hear nothing.
She's going to attempt to access the ghost veil. Where's the weird ghost at?
A ways away. Still seems to be what have to guess is like patrolling.
Above us?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I could hazard a guess that the ghost up there might be a guard, or just something made down here.
Hmm.
Since it seemed like if follow a lot, I kind of figure possible god or such as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, might lead new area, find box.
Yeah. Let's be careful. And if you hear anything, but be careful.
Creepy ass mask nod.
So is the line in the center of the hallway on the
No.
ceiling? Okay, is it more to one side?
It's more to the left.
Okay, then stay on the right.
Why? I'm trying to figure out these lines. What is?
I am as well.
My first instinct is that it's a divot to put a wire in.
Hmm,
Yeah.
that is a good idea. Hell, the first thing I thought of was that it was strategically placed to harvest certain body parts.
I really doubt that. This isn't a trap, this is a laboratory.
Yeah.
So it has to serve a function here. Or be a remnant of something.
Before this was a laboratory.
Well, okay, this is just going to be conjecture here. But if I make the assumption that those scritchy scratchies are what caused these lines, may I attempt to discern if the line in the ceiling looks newer or older than the bloodstain?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a study roll.
Okay, I imagine this will be hard as hell, but it's worth a shot.
I do have a quick question about the scratching. It sounds like it's trying to get in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a wooden door, right?
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna doubt that it's the thing that made the lines because if it was really trying to get in, I'm sure that if it could make a mark in stone, it could get through wood.
Or maybe it's not trying that hard.
Fair enough.
Anywho, that's my roll.
Sorry, what were you trying to discern again?
If the line in the ceiling is dated before or after the blood stain in the center of the
Before.
room. Before. Okay, so it's part of the structure. These divots are part of this, that they're not made by anything. So, um, wire holes, maybe?
When the divot gets to the door, is there a hole that a wire could go through?
No.
Okay.
I suggest we go up the stairs and we keep thinking about this.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't really know what it could be yet.
Yeah. Forward then?
Forward.
Forward.
I'll go first again.
I'll go
Alright.
last again. And I'll keep my back again to them and be watching with the lantern.
Alright.
Following and watching with my mask on.
And just in case, I am staying to the side where I'm not directly below the line.
I think we all are, yeah. Just in
Yeah.
case.
Fair enough. You walk along the hallway, cautiously as ever, and eventually you come upon a stone door.
Have we gone that you said it went up, right?
Mhm.
Have we gone far up enough to be surface level again?
You would assume so.
Okay. And spatially, like we went down the altar in the church, we crawled for a while, we found a room, and then on another side of the room, we found the door. Does that would we still be around the church area, or did we go away from that?
You'd be a ways away at this point.
Okay. And are the hinges on this side?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try and tinker with the hinges to
Alright.
just see if they will squeak.
You think they probably won't.
Okay. Is there a handle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Similar metal handle.
I slowly open the door a little.
The door gets stuck at one point a little bit,
Like
but then it goes.
Okay.
And the door opens.
Any insight on that? Oh, what did
It
it
just
feel like?
feels like the stone it's stone on stone.
Is it
So
making a stone sound?
it makes a little grinding noise, yeah.
Okay. Just by like peeking out the crack of the door, where are we?
You're not sure. Room in a home of some sort?
I'm gonna test my ghost radar again. Where's the scary one?
He's a ways away now.
Okay, cool, good.
Well, suppose
Sorry, I guess I should mention, are there any other specters nearby?
No, that's the weird thing. You don't feel anything else.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Like, at all?
Yeah.
Normally there's
Something.
something, yeah?
Yep.
Um, guys.
Hmm?
The spirit veil is, I don't know how to say this. It's empty.
Weird.
That's not normal. There's nothing at all. I think that if something bad happens, I can't help anymore.
Hmm.
She seems very nervous, actually, that there's no spirits to call upon here.
Well, I guess I'll open the door a bit more.
Yeah, it just seems like a living room almost.
Guess I'll just walk out. Are we coming out of a fireplace?
Now you are.
Huh.
It just seems like a house, like a comfy living place.
Yeah. Part of it's
Doesn't
collapsed,
seem like-
but
So we are still in the Lost District.
Well, I step outside. Anything happen?
still eerily quiet.
I motion for everyone to come out.
Tentatively follow, keeping an eye on the stone door and the staircase leading back down.
Once everyone's out, I'm gonna do something. Kind of almost close it again, and then start to open it again and see if the it getting stuck was it getting stuck on a piece of stone that I just have to push past.
Oh yeah, it's just you have to push past it.
Okay, cool.
Dusky's gonna just study around the room, and Tally has 2 guesses currently.
Oh,
First guess is that it's some sort of experimentation to merge humans and specters,
mhm.
such as the thing we felt patrolling around, which is like half specter, half human.
Hmm.
Also, could be to move ghosts into artifacts, or even further, it could just simply be something that feeds on ghosts,
Yeah.
like it eats them for energy. So whatever that scratching thing is, it might eat ghosts.
Could be both too.
Could be both too. Or it could be some sort of weird attempt to resurrect someone.
Hmm.
That's also a theory.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm going to search around the place for any photographs of people by chance. To get an idea of who lived here.
It's completely vacant. There's nothing.
It's completely what?
Vacant. There's
Oh.
there's furniture, but there's not signs of life.
Hmm.
Like it's one of those houses that has a bunch of furniture in it, but it's all decorative furniture that someone would put in when they're about to sell a house
Yeah.
to like just show what it would look like.
Or like it's a facade to cover up the fact that it's a secret lair.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna check under the couch.
All right. If you want to search the room, it'll be study.
Search the cushions!
Search the
I would also
cushions.
like to search the room, even though
Risky
I feel like
standard.
there might not be much here.
Risky. Great.
The mask isn't picking up anything, is it?
Something. You don't know where.
We're just talking about how lovely the couch is.
It's a really nice couch.
Dusky will sit down on the couch.
It's really comfy.
Uh,
No, it's definitely leading you towards what you assume is the kitchen.
God damn it.
That doesn't seem good.
Why is it always the kitchen?
Well, we are looking for a knife after all.
Follow Reaper, see, that thing in kitchen. Follow.
what type of the thing?
Mask is giving place of stuff.
What stuff? What does the mask do?
It helps see energy. Also good to protect from possess.
She'll tentatively follow him.
Are we going into the evil kitchen?
Evil kitchen.
Evil kitchen.
All right, you entered the kitchen. It feels rather barren compared to the rest, the room you just came from. You're pulled towards one of the lower cabinets as you like get closer. The pull and the energy gets stronger.
Are we all feeling this or just him?
Just him.
Okay.
He will put on some gloves.
Ah, Mr. Mercury, is it?
And
Mr. Mercury, don't touch the knife! It'll eat your face!
so he will put on a pair of gloves and carefully and slowly open said cabinet that seems to be pulling him towards it.
You open the cabinet and you see a brown paper package.
Think someone forgot lunch. He'll reach in to take it out to show the others.
It's surprisingly heavy for the size that it is.
Whew. Very hefty lunch. Someone must be hungry. Growing boy.
Dusky in her mind, oh god, I hope it's not like a human heart or something.
He'll put it in like the middle of all of them and start to open the bag. What's inside?
It's a box.
Oh,
What
Oh, we
type
found
of
the box.
No, is it the box?
Is it the box?
is it
It's-
the box?
As far as you can tell, it's the box.
Pull it out and look it over.
That's the box. So we have the thing. Don't open it though.
Yeah, opening it seems like a real bad idea.
Really bad.
Hmm.
Don't think about it, Reaper.
Oh, no. Let's not think of open. Let's think of other thing.
What is the other thing?
Want sit around for an hour to ritual, see with any info on thing.
Well, I mean, we have what we were looking for.
I would like to leave.
Hmm.
Also, we've got these notes. She holds up all the notes from downstairs, and like they're stuffed into her bag. She's clearly taking all of the research notes and cult stuff.
Preston just like shrugs and is like, whatever you guys want. We don't really care. We just want the box.
Okay, let's try and get out then. And she's gonna look out the front of the house. Where exactly does it feel like it is? Still in the Lost District?
Where what is?
The house, the one we're in. Where are we
Yes,
roughly?
we're still in the Lost District.
Would it be feasible to leave from this house to head back?
Yeah.
Okay. She'll just point at the door. Well, let's go then.
Feel like there could be someone outside.
Feel yes. It also feel like possible. But also, this is only 2 room. We look. It might be more room. Might be more interesting thing for people.
But we have our goal, shouldn't we? Go before something happens.
It kind of shrugs and like has the bag again, like the box in his hands currently, and just turning it over. Fair.
Could we do survey rolls as just a quick look?
Yeah, if you'd like to do a quick look, go ahead.
All right.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary, and that's what's bugging you most of all.
Yeah, that this secret laboratory just leads to a normal house.
I have idea. Is weird idea. What if people who make place put in bigger, better charm, keep spirit away, except one spirit, spirit immune. Spirit is guardian.
Ooh, I do want to check something actually. This could tell
Oh.
us a lot. If I go back to the fireplace, is the door a one-way door? Like, is there no way to open it from out here, or is there?
None that you can see. Nothing
Okay,
obvious.
because if it's a thing of it can only be opened from one side, this could be the escape route.
If I'm gonna be honest, here's my guess. It's a weird one, but it's also possible that I don't know how this whole thing works, but something might already be messing with us. Like either think something's fake around us, or we're somewhere we don't realize we are.
A la Eclipse Nazgul.
Yeah, but in a different way. Like maybe even we heard like scraping, and there was a spider web. Let me just posit a potential idea. I don't think it's the case, but it could be the case. What if we're all wrapped up in a giant evil spider type monster's web currently, and it's injecting our mind with positive thoughts to make us think we're succeeding? I don't like how simple this is. Something's clearly wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cat,
Yes.
I look at Reaper. Is he particularly enamored with the box for any reason?
No.
Hmm.
A possible thing is, what if the people we're working for are under the box influence and they
Could
need
be.
it back?
Could be.
That's a possibility.
It could also be that they want the box, right? Not the dagger. What's the dagger then?
Hmm.
What's with the box? Why? And the dagger?
The
Did
box
you
has ghost repelling qualities, and we have an item we need to transport.
do you not need the dagger then?
No.
But they did.
Reportedly, the dagger's not with the box, so you could open the box if you really wanted to, and you would see there is no dagger in there.
Mm,
Why didn't they just tell us this?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Can try open box,
Hmm.
but if dagger is in box, then that is above beyond. Uh, Employers be happy with extra thing. Remember?
We will check the box when we're back.
Exact. He will put the box back in the bag, and he will hide it under his cloak for now.
All right.
Then back we must go and give to employee.
Why do we have
Tally,
to? Yeah, what?
roll me a tune.
A tune, eh? Oh, good.
Oh boy. Something tells me that it doesn't repel that one ghost.
Yeah, that one ghost that's been bothering you, it's definitely closer than it was before.
Oh, okay, everyone. I think no matter which side we go out on, that loud, clunky ghost is going to be chasing us. I'm gonna try to talk to it real quick. I see what it's doing.
Probably protect box is what they want.
Probably is a dangerous thing to suggest.
Well, the box was out here, so
Being sure is more important than guessing.
yeah.
And she's going to attempt to contact this clunky ghost.
What are you saying?
Let's just start simple. Hello?
No response.
Um, can you hear me?
Again, no response.
Mm, do you... Hmm.
You can feel the connection, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like something is blocking the response.
Blocking their response. Okay, I got you. She's gonna point at the box. To take that away,
Reaper walks into a different room.
and she'll walk as far away from Reaper as she can.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
No response.
Can I sense its motions?
It's still walking.
Okay. If you can hear me, pause for a moment.
It does not pause.
Hmm. She'll break the connection. Something's wrong. I either it's deathly determined or it's brain dead.
Is it also possible that someone else control?
She looks at Crescent.
I mean, they have spirits, so if I fucking shot a ghost once.
It expedite get back within boundary of city.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So are we gonna go?
Mm,
I look at Dusky.
She'll follow if no one prods any further.
You want to say something there, bud?
At this point, you hear something scratching at the fireplace door.
Looks over at the fireplace door, looks at everyone else with kind of wide eyes.
I mean, it would take a while to scratch, but
Just come on. Dusky's gonna leave out the front door. If they follow, they follow. If they don't, they don't.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up and keep watch of the fireplace.
You just hear scratching.
Okay. As soon as it's out of sight, I kind of walk fast to catch up with Dusky.
She's gonna be constantly keeping up her attuned senses, sensing the ghost field around her, just straining to look for some sort of help that she can pull in if need be.
All right.
Kind of has her arms out to either side, just feeling the air around her as she instinctively walks back towards the lightning wall.
Oh yeah, is Reaper following as well?
yeah, Reaper's
Okay.
following. He's staying quiet.
Reaper, make me an attune roll.
I don't like that. Alright, risky standard.
Desperate standard.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You feel something very angry. It's not behind you. No, it's in front of you.
Hmm.
In fact, you notice it before Dusky does, but Dusky notices it like a moment later.
Is it not the clunky ghost?
No,
Or the scratches?
no.
It's in front of us as we're heading back to town.
Yeah,
What the hell? Okay.
Dusky, you vaguely recognize this. This feels hungry.
Mm.
Aw.
Oh, not again. No. Told you to go away. Is it the ghost room before when I tried to clear a path? God.
Oh no.
So, let me get this straight. On the direct path back, we have the angry ghost that I couldn't placate earlier. To my right, I've got Clunky Ghost, and behind us, we've got Scratch Cat, who, for some reason, makes no sound unless at a door,
Hmm.
which unnerves the hell out of me. Because if it gets out, we're not gonna know.
Yeah.
Here's a quick question, Kat.
Mm,
When he felt that hunger, was it angry, like couldn't be reasoned with hunger? Or if you feed it some, it might calm down and you can reason with it?
there's no reasoning with this.
Okay.
I'm in front of him, and Dusky knows how to actually deal with this type of a thing. So, I think I know what I'm gonna do. It's angry, it's unreasonably angry, and it wants to consume us.
Yes.
So I asked all the other spirits to leave, and they did. Is that what I'm assuming is still the case?
Yes.
It's just this one. Nothing else nearby as far
Along
as I
with
can tell?
Clunky.
Along with Clunky. Right. Okay. This is gonna be really silly.
I like the names that we've given everything. There's angry, there's clunky, and there's cat.
I want to do a flashback.
Uh-huh.
Dusky, secretly, at the start of the session, yoinked one of those powerful spirits off the table in the room. And Dusky will pull out the bottle, release the spirit, and compel it to fight the angry spirit.
Could either be a really good idea or a very, very bad idea.
Yep, it's gonna be a fun one.
You definitely grabbed one of the tables or one of the bottles with a spirit in them. However, both of the spirits that were on the table, no matter which one you picked, were placated ghosts. So you're gonna have to make an attune roll
Mm-hmm,
to compel this.
mm-hmm,
It's gonna be a desperate roll,
mm-hmm.
and it's gonna have limited effect.
And
boy.
I'll take 2 stress to add an extra die to that.
All right.
And the flashbacks too as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Taliyah stress.
That's a lot of stress.
That's a lot of stress. Let's hope this goes well.
That's like
Desperate.
me on a bad day.
Limited. And we're adding Westley. Alright, so this is legitimately You could be one of the coolest things I ever do, but also one of the dumbest things I've ever done. Let's see how it goes. Please, Dusky, roll well for once tonight.
That's a crit.
Hey!
It's a crit.
That's what you needed. That
It's a
was like,
crit.
you have to crit on this.
Hell yeah!
The ghost, you release the ghost. It kind of tilts its head for a minute,
She'll point out where it's.
squints at you.
We need protection.
It'll look at the angry ghost, look at you, and then there's a ghost fight, apparently!
Yes!
Oh god.
Dusky will hold her hand back to everyone, just like, come on!
What?
Okay.
What's happening?
It's ghost fight.
It's ghost fight.
Still has no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Dusky is ludicrously stressed, and you can say she's just gonna start sprinting and hope they follow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're close enough to the gate that you could just sprint it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
People will just be like, come on, smaller man. Follow these smaller women.
Shrugs and runs along.
Oh my god, the 6'7" giant.
He's a kind giant.
You arrive back in Duskful. Stressed and tired and hysterical.
As the one who doesn't have any levels of stress, I say, well, I think that went well.
Dusky looks like she's about to collapse.
Crescent, who looks like she's had worse, like, yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. It's good. We're alive.
I wonder where Cat Ghost is.
Don't care. Need sleep.
Also, I'm just curious about who opened the door.
I'm curious about everything, but we kind of ran so that we didn't perish.
Yeah, because we were probably gonna perish. I don't know how to fight ghosts.
As soon as he said something angry, I just had this like drop in my gut, like, oh no, it's the angry one from before we left.
Yeah.
Oh man.
God. Whew. And hey, we didn't even have to deal with sister ladies.
Well, we still have to get back to the bar. Let's hurry.
Yeah, it's fair. You going okay, small person lady?
Nope.
Need a kickback ride?
Sure.
He'll pick her up, toss her on his back, and head off towards the tavern.
She'll nervously hold on and just like fall asleep up there.
Crescent will lead you back to the tavern and up the stairs into the soundproofed room where you all met.
Oh, it's soundproof.
It is soundproof.
Reaper making sure to like crouch heavily so like he doesn't conk his head or Dusky's head.
Valentine will look up from her work and is just like, oh, you're back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody hurt? It's been a long
They're
day.
stressed.
Yeah, she needs a break.
Yeah.
How'd it go? Anything to report? Anything?
Took them to see my bedroom.
I give Reaper a look.
There was, she'll just pull out her pouch and pull out all the cult notes she took.
Apparently, my room has a lot of things and I did not know of.
Huh.
Also, we got box.
Ah, good.
There was,
Notes. Interesting.
a, how you say, maybe half ghost, half person, half stompy boots, and a spider cat.
Small one made not angry ghost fight angry ghost.
Oh, that's where that bottle went.
Sorry.
Oh no, don't worry about it. Crescent walks over and hugs her wife. Because she's cute. I love them.
She has the brand on her hand or body or wherever.
Yeah, you can see the brand on her hand.
Hmm. Reaper will pull out the box and hold it up in front of himself, just like, this is what you wanted, correct?
Valentine looks to Vey, who's just like, yeah, that's what I'm looking for, at least. Is there something else you found?
It, mm,
Dusky
Any
has
other than the
placed out
notes?
all the scrolls and like all that stuff on the table.
he's funny. Did not run into any of sister people.
We ran into two dangerous things. One was like a half ghost, half person. The other was a spider cat, we think.
It scratched that door like cat, and then somehow got through door.
It was an experiment.
Huh, weird.
Can you shine any light on this?
I've never heard of any spider cats or things like that, but you said half ghost, half human?
Mm-hmm.
How?
I don't know. We didn't get close enough to see them.
I call it
Huh.
clunky.
Clunky was angry.
It
Never mind,
clunked.
actually. No. Clunky was walking, and angry fought passive, and cats scratched at door.
Nods.
I kind of put my hand in my face and say, at this point, even I don't know what we're talking about, and I was there.
Reaver's just
Was it
nodding
like
his head.
a ghost that kind of felt empty?
It didn't talk to me, but I know it could hear me.
It might have been one of the Dimmer sisters' inventions.
Mm.
It wasn't normal.
I mean, they're not normal in general, so like.
Mhm. And the dagger, the thing, it seems to be able to merge things.
Did you find the dagger?
No.
Huh. Maybe. Huh. Weird. I've never heard of a dagger that does that before. I I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
Mm,
Anything else?
There was a sacrifice that happened down there.
Valentine and Vey just like make eye contact with each other, shrug a little bit. Valentine's just like, yeah, we kind of deal with cult stuff all the time.
Mm,
They're a lot more common than you'd think. But if you've got the box and these notes are, I'm sure Vey will love reading them.
If you don't mind, I'd like to spend some more time reading them.
She's like, yeah, sure,
And then never got to finish them.
sure. I don't see why not.
Thank you.
Though Valentine will look at Crescent and like look over her glasses like a should I? And Crescent nods. And Valentine will stand up and leave the room, go into the other room connected, and come back with a bag. And she'll set the bag on the table and push it towards you guys a little bit and go, 6 coin.
Hmm.
That's profit.
Oh, cool. Easy to split.
Indeed.
Hmm.
He's not. You is not a dim sister.
We're not the Dimmer sisters. There's currently 3 of us in the room. Well, 4 of us technically.
Why would they be the Dimmer sisters?
Yeah,
I'm assuming he's paranoid.
small bit.
It's always best to be paranoid.
Not like be double cross. And he will set the box on the ground and then reach back in his cloak and pull out the bag that has the real box.
uh,
That is what I did a flashback for. Having a fake box made just in case.
It's really dumb. Okay.
when did he do this? Who knows?
During downtime, probably.
I mean, we did
That
know
would
what the
take a
box looked
long
like.
time.
Mhm.
And he'll offer the bag to the lady.
Faye will happily take the box.
Had backup just in case.
Valentine smiles in approval.
Well, I think that went well.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Holds up grenade. I didn't really get to use those, but oh well.
Good.
It's it for
Good.
next time. Ooh, a Valen lady.
Yeah?
Can study box later. Cool
If you'd
ritual.
like, if you'd like to look at the box, sure.
Dusky, being slightly paranoid, is going to check the ghost veil for Clunky.
You don't feel him anywhere nearby.
Okay. Cool.
And Reaper will pull out his own like small tattered notebook and flip to the ritual and show it to Valen lady so she can see what he wants to do.
Valid lady.
You want to find the person who owned this?
Want to see past of item. See if any info good for us, good for you. Possible find if dagger was in prior.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Hmm.
That's where we're gonna end. And we can do EXP.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know Dusky's just gonna go over with Faye and probably study the notes together or something.
Yeah.
I love you and your 8 goddamn stress.
Haha! I'm in danger.
You're in
Yeah.
massive danger. Welcome to why Blades is so much fun is because you're constantly in danger.
Yeah, I've got 6 stress.
I liked it.
It's
fun.
good.
Yeah,
I like the system.
I did too. The system is fun.
It definitely makes me think of
-1 with dimmer systems.
minus one. Fuck the dimmer sisters. They can
Fuck
suck.
the Dimmer sisters.
Wait, what?